And he loves and continues chapter 11. 127 hours. Yo no aguanto la cabeza. Pero solo son 5 minutos. A ver.
Chapter 11. 127 hours. 126 hours, 18 minutes.
126 hours.
Noise, 18 minutes.
18 minutes.
3:03 p.m.
3 or 3 p.m.
A noise somewhere above me answers the question. It's a helicopter. A helicopter to take me to hospital. I can't believe it. It doesn't seem real. I sit down and wait as a man jumps to the ground and walks towards me.
I noticed somewhere above me answer the question and the helicopter to take my to hospital. I can't believe it doesn't. I say real. I sit down and wait and as a man jumps to the ground and he walks towards me.
Are you Aaron Ralston? He asks. Yes. A second man gets out of the helicopter and they help me inside. I ask one of the men to get my climbing bag. Eric gives it to him. Thank you, Eric, I say. Thanks for everything. I wave goodbye as the helicopter rises into the air. I sit behind the pilot and watch blood pour slowly down my arm.
Are you Aaron Russell? He asked. Yeah. He asked. Yes. I second my head out the helicopter and they help my inside. I ask one of the men to get my climber bag. Eric gives it to him. Thank you, Eric. I say. Thank you for everything. I I wave goodbye as the helicopter rises in the air. I sit begging, begging the pilot and the watch blow pour slowly down my arm.
Be strong, Aaron. You're almost safe. Keep him talking, the pilot says to his partner. Where are we going? I ask the second man. We're taking you to the hospital in Moab, he replies. How long will that take? It's about 12 minutes from here.
Be strong, Aaron. Be strong, Aaron. You almost safe. Keep him talking. The pilot say and his partner. There, where are we going? He asked the second man. We are talking to the hospital in the mall. He replies. How long will that take? It's about 12 minutes from here.
He asks me what happened in the canyon, and I begin telling my story. By the time I finish, we are circling around Moab. I look down and see an area of green grass below. This gets bigger as we move down towards it. I realize we are landing in front of the hospital. A man who looks like a policeman is standing with two nurses in white coats on the hospital steps. The helicopter lands, and the nurses carry me into the building.
He asked me that happened in the canyon at the I begging telling my story. By the time I finish, we are circling around more. I look down at the sea and the area of green grass below. This gets bigger as the we move towards it. I realize we are landing in front of the hospital. I meant you looks like a policeman and standing with the two nurses and the white coat on the hospital step. The helicopter lands on the nurse carrying me into the building.
They put me in an empty room. The man walks in and introduces himself. Hi, Aaron.
They put me in a empty room. The man walks in the introducing himself. Hi Aaron, I am Steve and I am a park ranger.
Steve, and I'm a park ranger. As the nurses take off my shoes, I ask Steve to let my mother know that I'm okay, and to arrange for someone to collect all the things I left at Horseshoe Canyon.
As the nurse take off my shoes, I ask Steve to my left mother know that I am okay and the arrange for some to the college at the thing I left at the Horseshoe Canyon.
I'll do that when we've finished here, Steve replies. He wants to know what happened in the canyon. Once again, I tell my story. It's the third time I've done this in 2 hours. When I finish, I can see that Steve wants to ask me a lot of questions.
He'll do that when we finish there, Steve replies. He wants to know what's happening into the canyon. Once again, after my story, the zero sign and the wind dies in 2 hours. When I finish, I can see that Steve wants to ask me a lot of questions.
He doesn't get the chance. The doctor comes back into the room with a large needle. Wait, I say, as she goes to put it into my skin. I have a problem with needles. I sometimes go into shock. I fell out of a chair once. The doctor looks surprised. You mean you're not in shock already?
He doesn't get the chance. A doctor comes back into the room with a large needle. Wait, I said she goes to put it into the skin. I have a problem with the needles. I sometimes go into the shock. I feel out on the chair once. The doctor looked surprised. You mean you're not shocked
I don't
already?
know, I reply. Look, do you want this for the pain or not? Damn it, yes, I say. I continue talking to Steve as the needle goes into my arm. 120.
I I don't know. Reply, look, do you want this for the paint or not? Don't it? Yes, I say. Continues talking to the Steve until nearly goes into my arms.
27 hours.
107, 127 hours.
3:45 p.m.
3:45 p.m.
I suddenly hear another man's voice. He sounds like a doctor. He paws at the things over my right arm and asks Steve what they are.
I suddenly hear another man's voice. He sounds like a doctor. He pulled on the things over right and they asked Steve that they are.
There are a couple of tourniquets under there, Steve replies.
There are copley or tourniquets under there, Steve replies.
No, just one,
No, just one,
I whisper.
I
I
whisper.
look at the clock on the wall. It's 3:45
I look on the clock on the wall.
p.m. on Thursday, May
It's 3:45 p.m. on the
the
Thursday.
1st. I realize that my nightmare has lasted for exactly
May the first one, and really that my nightmare was last for exactly 127 hours.
127 hours. It's my last thought before falling into a long, deep sleep.
It's my last thrown before falling into the long, deep sleep. And thank you and the listen um and the chapter 11. I am finished and the book continues epilogue. Y es un montón. No es tanto. And thank you. I continue. Thank you.